The world famous author Margaret Atwood, who wrote The Handmaid's Tale and many books since the 1970s, is quoted in saying, "Men and women both fear something from the opposite gender. Men fear being laughed at, and women fear being killed." And I've said this many times in large groups of young women and men, and notoriously, the women, no matter what age, will purse their lips and look at the floor, particularly actually the young women. The older women shoot me a look like, you know it, sister, right? But the men, I pause and let what's going to play out play out. One man will say, "That's not true," each time. And it tells me what's going on. No other man has spoken up and said, "Wait a minute. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that's not, or it is true. Maybe it is true for women." So one time I was at a hostel where this man was making crepes for everybody. And actually, he and I were the only ones there at the moment. And he said, "Wait." And he stopped the burner, finished the crepe, put it on the plate, came over and he said, "I want to hear that again. Can you say that again?" And I told him, and he paused and he said, "Is that how women feel?" And I told him what I had experienced with all the women prior to this. And he was dumbfounded. He didn't know this, but he took it in. And he was the first man that actually could think about a woman's perspective from my experience. We've got to think and be open to what others are experiencing and feeling, even if we don't have that experience ourselves. And yes, a man might decide, "I don't feel afraid to be laughed at." But if they're really listening, that women around the room are pursing their lips and looking at the floor because they do identify with feeling the fear of being killed by a man. That's real. This woman's been writing a long time. She's not just saying this, it's from her long-term observation and study about women's oppression. And to me, that's what she's writing about. Think about it and like, follow, and share because let's keep this conversation going.